2025, most people are trying to learn AI are doing it completely wrong. They're wasting thousands of dollars on courses, spending months learning how to code, and still falling behind. But here's what the top 1% of power users know. You only need about 90 days to go from complete beginner to an expert in AI who's making money with it, if you focus on the right things. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I'd learn AI if I had to start over in 2025 using everything that's new that came out. Not theory, not complex coding, but the exact step-by-step system that's helped people in my circle go from zero to building profitable AI businesses in record time. There are three major shifts happening in AI right now that makes traditional learning obsolete. I'll show you how to take advantage of these shifts using a simple framework that anyone can follow, even if you've never touched this tech before. I've spent the last year testing every method, tool, and framework out there. I've invested thousands in courses and tools and helped hundreds of people build with AI.
Before, I was picking up the phone 3 days a week manually on the telephone, calling people and asking for loans. Today, and it appears to be working very good. So what am I going to do with the other 3 days of my time? That's the $1 million question.
What I'm about to share is the distilled version of what actually works. The same system that's helped people go from complete beginner to making $10,000 a month with AI in 3 months. We'll cover everything from the only technical skills you actually need to be building your first AI business to scaling with automation. But first, let me show you why 2025 is completely different from any year before and why this creates a massive opportunity for people starting out right now. Let me show you what's changed. Just 2 years ago, to work with AI, you either need to be a programmer or you need to have deep pockets to hire. But in 2025, three major shifts have completely changed that. Because of no-code AI tools, the barrier to entry has completely collapsed. What used to require months and months of coding can now be done in minutes with simple tools. We've moved from simple chatbots to AI that can actually replace employees. Imagine having a team of AI employees that work 24/7 and costs pennies to run. That's not future tech, it's happening right now. And the third shift, and this is the big one, the integrations. Every major platform is building AI directly into their tools. This means you don't need to build everything from scratch. You just need to know how to connect and customize existing solutions. Here's why this matters. While everyone else is trying to learn AI the old way, there's a massive demand for people who understand these new approaches. Companies are desperate for AI builders who can actually deliver results, not just write code. They're paying $100 to $500 per hour for these skills. But to take advantage of the opportunity, you need to start with the right foundation. So let me show you the only technical skill you need to learn, and it's much simpler than what most people think. The foundation of all AI success comes down to one critical skill: learning how to communicate with AI effectively. This is called prompt engineering. Think of prompts as the new programming language. The difference between a basic prompt and an advanced one can mean the difference between a useless response and a game-changing solution. Let me show you the exact framework I use to create perfect prompts every time. I call it the craft method. First, C. Context. You want to set the AI's role, making sure it has the necessary information to actually do the task. R, the requirements. So you want to define exactly what it needs to do, and you give it the input and the output. Then A, the actions. You specify the steps on how you would solve it so the AI can take the same train of thought. F, the format. You choose the output style. Give it an example. The examples work really good with AI. And then T, you want to test and refine. The best way you can get improved results is if you keep iterating. But if you want something simpler, I'll just use a tool like this called Prometheus. It's like having a prompt engineering coach. This tool will help you structure your prompts properly and see what works and what doesn't. Now here's where it gets interesting. Once you understand basic prompting, you can make AI teach you about AI. Watch this. Using Google Gemini, I can literally have AI look at my screen, explain what I'm doing wrong, and use any other AI tool better. It's like having a tech-savvy friend look over your shoulder. Say I'm sharing my screen, right?
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
You're indicating that you are about to share your screen. Is there anything specific you would like me to do or observe once you share your screen?
Yeah, so if you can keep looking at my screen, check this out. This coach guy told me that if I go here and then use this template, then I can do it. Can you see my screen right now?
Yes, I can see your screen. You've navigated to a workflow template that includes a form submission, data insertion into Google Sheets.
I'm confused. How do I make this OpenAI part work? I don't really understand what a connection is.
Okay, it seems you're having trouble understanding how the connections work in this automation workflow. Is that right?
Yeah.
Specifically, got it. A connection is how the different steps in the workflow communicate with each other and external services.
Okay, so what do I need to click to do this?
To make the right email step work, you need to create a connection to OpenAI by clicking the Create Connection button.
Okay.
This will
Where do I find this API key?
The instructions in the Create OpenAI Connection window indicate you can find your API key by visiting the provided website, platform.openai.
Oh, I see it. Thanks. See how Gemini can actually analyze any interface and explain what's going on based on the internet and other docs, right? But here's the real game changer. Let me show you my 3-step learning system. Ask AI to create your learning path. You have AI quiz you on what you learn and use AI to create practice projects. Now that you know how to learn effectively with AI, let's turn this knowledge into real productivity. Let's turn AI into your personal productivity engine. But first, let's do something important. Document your daily work. So take 30 minutes and list everything you do on your computer daily. Emails you write, research you do, documents you create, repetitive tasks that you hate. This becomes your own AI automation roadmap. So let's start with something you do every day, emails. So step 1, this is very basic. It's just the email writing. So you open Claude, and Claude is better for writing, and create your personal brief. Who you are, your role, your writing style, your information about your work, list all these out, and then create a custom project prompt. So step 2, you create templates. Let's take the GPTs, for example. Look at your most common email types, create custom GPTs for each category, and save the best prompts for reusing later. Step 3 is very simple automations. So you connect your ChatGPT to your email, and then when you start an email, it'll create you a draft. These are very simple 2-step automations you can make just to build up the muscle. And then all you have to do is just review and then send in one click. Remember, start with one simple task, perfect it, document what works, then automate the next thing. This is how you build a personal AI system that actually works. Once you have these basics running smoothly, we'll move on to building more powerful tools. Now that you got your daily AI systems running, let's talk about something that'll completely change what's possible. And it's connecting different tools together. Let me tell you what happened last week. I needed to track a competitor's prices and update our spreadsheets, and then notify our team about the changes. Manually, this took hours every day, but by connecting a few tools together, it now happens automatically. This is where APIs come in. Think of them like waiters in a restaurant. You make a request, like you order food, they fetch what you need from the kitchen, and then they deliver it back to you. That's all that what an API does. It takes a request and returns what you asked for. Before you can use any API, you actually need an API key. This is like a membership card. So it shows you're allowed to be there, it tracks how much you use, and it keeps your requests secure. So here's an example. I found a price tracking API on this thing called Rapid API that could monitor my competitors' websites. I connected it to my spreadsheet through Zapier and then added a Slack notification whenever the prices changed by more than 10%. You can find a bunch of these APIs on Rapid API. It's got hundreds of these ready to use like an app store. And once you understand these connections, you can build almost anything. Let's talk about turning these skills into real projects. Now this is where it really gets exciting. Everything you've learned, prompts, connections, APIs, all comes together to build an AI agent that works for you. So let me share something critical about business. Studies show you're 391% more likely to convert a lead if you respond within the first couple of minutes of them opting in. But here's the problem. Most businesses take hours or even days to respond. Last year, we were losing deals because we couldn't really respond fast enough. But today, we literally built an AI agent that handles all the initial conversations across multiple channels like email, SMS, phone calls, and then they get qualified while we're sleeping. That means our response time is under 30 seconds every time. Let me show you a simple example we'll build together. Imagine running a small business where customers constantly texting you about their orders or wanting to make changes. Instead of checking the systems manually, we can build an SMS bot that gets the order status instantly when the customer texts, updates order details automatically, sends confirmation messages, and logs everything in your system. The magic happens because the agent can do GET requests, which is fetching information, update the records, post requests, make decisions, and then communicate naturally. What makes these agents truly powerful is their ability to connect to any systems through APIs, handle complex decisions using AI, take actions automatically, and then keep everything in sync. So it's like having like a customer service rep that works all the time. But think about this where it could help your business. So you can automate a lot of customer service with this. You can qualify new leads coming in. You can manage orders. You can update data across multiple systems. One simple agent like this saved our clients 15 hours per week in customer service time. Let me show you how to turn projects like this into real income. Here's what most people get wrong. They learn AI skills, but they never show them off. Instead, here's what I did. I built an SMS bot to solve my own problems. I documented the entire process. I shared it on social media that you're watching right now, and I'm probably gonna get flooded with messages asking for help. Think about it. Every business needs an automated customer service, order tracking, instant responses, and you just learn how to build these in minutes. Here's the simple process. You document your project, you create demos and videos, you share it on LinkedIn, Twitter, and add a simple form. Want this for your business. That's it. No complex sales stuff. Just let your projects do all the selling. I was actually helping someone that did exactly this. They built a simple SMS bot for their own business, posted about it on LinkedIn. They got 3 clients in a week and now charges $2,000 per setup. It's awesome. So all you have to do is start with one automation project like our SMS bot, document it, share the results, and watch what happens. And if you know how to do this, then you can start building system bots, which you can charge like $1,000, $2,000 for. You can build custom automations that's going to scale up to like 2 to 5K, and then even move on to creating full AI systems that will get results and go from end to end, replacing employees and jobs where you can charge from 5 to 10,000 plus. It all starts with the first project you share though. So once you've got your first few clients, here's how to turn this into a real business. The secret is just systems. Here's what changed everything for me. Every time you build something, you want to document it. You record your screen, you write down all the steps, you save the prompts, you note the connections. This becomes your playbook for scaling. You're going to need this, and then now we're going to move on to managing clients, right? So start with 3 core systems when it comes to managing clients. So set up like a CRM, like high level, and that can help you, track leads, your projects, and then make sure you're communicating and following up. And then 2, for your project delivery, set up Slack for customer communication that's very seamless, and then something like ClickUp for task management, and then creating client portals. And they have templates for everything. I'll leave down below. So once you're serving clients, you'll notice pattern, the same type of requests, similar implementations, common problems. This is your opportunity now to build something like a SaaS, and we'll use AI for that. So you can use tools like Bolt or Lovable.dev to automate your most common solutions. These are useful tools that you're building for yourself so you can create self-service options, which means you can scale without adding more team members. Now, at this stage, you're making money while you sleep. Then, if you want freedom, you actually have to build a team at this point. And here's the beauty of documentation. Because you did it all, you get to use it to hire people, you give them the playbook, let them follow your systems, and you focus on growth. What you do as the owner is you go onto each little section, look for the bottlenecks and where you can help eliminate, and then you do that, and then you keep moving over and over. But remember, the biggest mistake is trying to serve everyone. So please pick one niche. Let's say it's e-commerce automations, real estate agencies, healthcare, marketing, I don't care. Become known for one thing. This is the roadmap from your first project to a full business. Remember, document everything, systemize early, and stick to your niche. So let's put everything together into a clear action plan. I'll break this down into 3 30-day sprints. So the first weeks is all about the basics. You want to master prompt engineering with Claude, set up your AI teaching systems with Gemini, and then create your first simple automations. So moving on to week 3 and 4, you want to build your daily AI workflows, you connect it to basic tools with Zapier, and then you start documenting everything you learn. Month 2 is about building. So now you want to move on to understanding APIs and connections. You want to build your first chatbots, and then test simple agent systems. in the week 7 to 8, you can create voice agents and chat agents. You can connect them to your tools and then document your builds. Month 3 turns into income. You choose a niche, you document your best solution, you share it on social media, and then it becomes a matter of how you get your first client, you set up the delivery systems, and then you start your scaling processes. But here's what stops most people, right? They keep learning and then they don't build. That means they don't really know anything. And then they build without sharing. What's the point of building something if you're not going to share it with people that might find it useful? And then you start doing the stuff without building systems. You don't take on every single client. You want to niche down. That's key. Niche down, and that's how you're going to scale fast. So if you want to start today, pick one tool like Claude, ChatGPT, or Gemini, solve one problem you have, and document that solution. Share what you learned with everyone. And then remember, you don't need to learn everything. You just need to start building. Now, you know how powerful AI agents can be, but here's the thing. There are 3 major pitfalls that even experienced builders miss. And if you don't avoid them, nothing I showed you today will work. So watch my next video to learn what these 3 agent killing mistakes are and get my simple AI building framework that's helped hundreds of businesses build their first working AI agent in just one afternoon.